hospitality industry. Session that I am going to begin with will be divided into some sections. The first section would be where I'll be sharing with you one of the stories that I prepared day before yesterday in order to bring to us on a common platform that how there is a contrast between the concept and between what we are focusing on. Earlier, when we say that in terms of the hospitality, there have been many changes. You must have read in your front office or rooms division subject, or even the development of tourism subject, that initially we were nomads. Then we started living in a condition where we were forming groups. These groups later graduated to become colonies, and from colonies we became societies, and societies we became civilizations. In the complete order, from living as an individual to forming family and then progressing to what we are today, we have become Homo sapiens, where the moment we started becoming erectus, we were able to foresee, we were able to see to far off land also. And this option of having being able to see at far off distances made us look into the future also. We were able to identify, we were able to differentiate, we were also able to develop our own versions of a specific thing that we can observe at any point of time. Considering all these facts, we started moving, we started developing businesses. Businesses initially began as a part of barter system. I sold my product and I gained a bag of grain or any other thing which was available for the barter at that point of time. The question of security and safety also cropped up, and likewise also there was a question of where to stay. When we are tired, when we are traveling with animals through animal-driven cart or even the human-driven carts, where will the people stay? So we brought in the concept of taverns, of inns, and initially you are aware and you must have read also through your semesters that earlier people used to stay in barns and other areas. Then there were blocks raised where people used to sleep over the surface of the land, where almost half feet, 1 feet, 2 feet raised platforms were constructed. Then people started living in families, and animals were rested on the ground floor, and people used to stay on the first floor. Then came the concept of developing it as a commercial enterprise, and through commercial enterprise, it began the concept of hotels. Hotels or the hospitality industry, which we can use at times synonymously, also brought in the concept of how to give better, how to excel in the services. Hospitality, you are aware, it is a service-based industry, and so is depicted by the first image that we have on screen, where the human interaction has changed now from human to machine interactions. You can see from the image that is brought, one human who is dressed in a suit is going to ring the bell, and the specific bell has been held by a machine hand. So this is how the concept, the innovation of the future has brought in a concept where we will be interacting more with machines now. And earlier, the contrasting image was that interactions with human were there, but now we have interactions with the machine. So going with this background in mind, let us move ahead to another slide. And this slide, I believe you are able to see, is one beautiful landscape. And in the foreground, you can see a hotel. The structure resembles a hotel. There are tents. There are, we can say, some umbrellas set up so that people can relax during the sun when it is directly overhead or if it is very high. And in the background, we have dense clouds, and we also have green, lush green area. So this concept, and now I would like to share a story with you where this story that I am about to share will depict the concept of the time capsule that I believe would be how a particular hotel might have changed if are three generations for the same hotel concept. So we are taking three characters in this. One is Mishka Clark. Mishka Clark is the granddaughter. Then there's Alexander Clark, the person who has initiated the hotel. He's the grandfather, and his wife Agatha. Beginning with the story, keep this hotel in your view and just listen to the story. I believe you'll be able to relate how contrasting images have developed from the past to the current hotels that we visit these days. Going further, I start narrating the story as Miss Mishka Clark straightened the crisp lines of her hotel uniform, a stark contrast to the floral print dress which was worn by her grandmother during her days in hotel operations, thought Mr. Alexander Clark. Agatha, a woman whose life revolved around the prestigious Oakwood Manor. This hotel is to be considered as Oakwood Manor now, a historic property which was passed down through generations, would have worn more supple and soft colors. Alexander chuckled while thinking at her granddaughter's attire. So impeccably professional, Mishka, Alexander said, his voice laced with a hint of amusement. This reminds me of the starched tablecloths that adorned the grand dining room back in my days. Mishka smiled warmly. Hospitality trends have certainly evolved, Grandpa. We prioritize guest experience now, not just formality. Oakwood Manor, a charming brick building nestled amidst the ground of lush green hills, had been a family cornerstone for generations. Clark's memories painted a picture of a bygone era. I believe you'll be able to relate with the accommodation now, which were basic, comfortable beds and shared bathrooms down the hall. Meals were a formal affair, a multi-course sit-down service in the grand dining room, cooked largely by the two chefs who stayed for almost their entire lives in the hotel itself. The selection of wines were limited too, featuring only a few regional options. Guest stays were more absolute, with peaceful escapes than exploration. Entertainment came from curated bookcases lined in the lobbies were spent basking in the sun while having regional or English brunch. As you can see, there are umbrellas set, so people used to sit under these umbrellas and they used to linger throughout their afternoons so that they can have the glimpse, their immersive experience of the hills which they have come here for. Also, in the evening time, what happened was a different attire, was a different case. People used to spend their time on long forest walks and then later by the side of crackling fireplace, sipping tea and engaging in polite conversation with the other guests of the hotel. Transportation to and from the local train station was in the a small car which was owned by Alexander himself, and in this dependable automobile which was owned by Hindustan Motors' most iconic ambassador. The concierge service was done by Agatha herself, a walking encyclopedia of local history and trusted confidant to all her guests. Mishka, now we are coming to the story of Mishka, the granddaughter, how she is transforming. So we can relate with how the hotels has transformed now. After you graduate from a hotel management college or you have gained some experience by visiting some better hotels, you try to imbibe the services, the facilities which are being provided by the best hotels in your hotel too. In the same order, Mishka, a recent graduate with honors from a prestigious hospitality school like yours, envisioned a future-oriented approach. She became an entrepreneur, developing her own family-run hotel, Rooms now offered en-suite bathrooms. Bathrooms, which earlier the concept was using shared bathrooms, it developed into en-suite bathrooms. Luxurious amenities were provided. High-speed Wi-Fi connectivity, which develops into our life now. I am aware that you must have read Maslow's need hierarchy theory, where the basic needs were food, clothing, and shelter. Now, many authors, many researchers have also brought in that which is mobile. Without mobile, our lives will come to a standstill. And I'm sure you people also would be feeling the same order that if we do not have mobile phones, what will we do? Earlier, it was taken by the books. This particular time was taken around by the books. So the grand dining room, while retaining its timeless elegance, offered a more relaxed atmosphere and a diverse a la carte menu, which was earlier a table d'hôte menu where buffet setup was done and food was offered from the buffet itself. Now people are more inclined in ordering their own specialities, which showcase global influences alongside exquisite smorgasbord of artisanal cheese sourced from a French husband and Indian wife duo's cheese-making unit nearby. Wine list got richer, boasted a curated selection sourced from around the world, which is brought from Delhi. Guest stays were action-packed. Oakwood Manor had partnered with local adventure companies to curate personalized itineraries. Guests could choose from exhilarating kayaking tours, sophisticated wine tasting at nearby vineyards, or even breathtaking paragliding trips. Transportation options range from bicycles to electric scooters or luxury car rentals to cater for diverse preferences. The concierge service, which was earlier done by Agatha, the one person who was available to develop everything for that particular guest, has now changed to a digital evolution. A sleek mobile app offering personalized recommendations, booking tours, and even allowing guests to seamlessly access their rooms with a digital key. This is the stage of transformation. It all seems so impersonal. Impersonal here means that where there is no human touch. But Alexander, the speech of Alexander has been contradicted and is opposed by Mishka. Mishka says that no, not at all, Grandpa. It is about personalization on a deeper level. Guests can now design their own vacation experiences. Imagine a romantic in-room dining experience for a couple's retreat or a pre-packed gourmet picnic breakfast for an adventurous exploration. Today simply empowers. We are empowered by the technology, and for us, it becomes an individual desire. Alexander ponders and says that yes, because you have changed, because you have learned new things, we can say that now agreeing to what you want to make people understand and bring in as a new transformation to our hospitality. I agree with you, and Mishka also comes in picture and says exactly, Grandpa, we are simply weaving a modern narrative into the rich tapestry of the Oakwood Manor's legacy. This is how both grandfather and the granddaughter stand side by side, developing their three generations united by a shared passion for hospitality. So I believe that you will be able to understand how the concept of conventional hospitality has changed to the modern, more transforming, more ever evolving dynamic format of hospitality where people are interacting through machine, big data. Coming to the next slide, I believe this is visible.
Yeah, no, not yet, sir. Okay.
Is the presentation visible?
Yeah. That's okay, fine. That.
Thank
yeah,
you. Thank you. So now this specific slide, we have two dimensions. The first dimension on the left-hand side has some emojis, has some graphics through which you'll be able to understand how the technological integration and personalization has evolved the concept of hospitality. You must have read about IoT, which is Internet of Things, AI, that is artificial intelligence, and robotics. Each of these components with the concept of digitalization has started revolutionizing the guest experience. The left side, extreme left, we have a block which displays guest-facing system, where thin client terminals have evolved. in-room tablets have come up. Kiosks are there, cell phones are there, remote controls, and point of sale terminal. We can also have wearable sensors, we can have QR tags, we can have applications, and we can have POS terminal where you as an individual can go. You can pick up your own order, you can develop your own choice of menu, and through that you'll be able to pay also without using cash or the earlier systems which you must have read about, the different types of settlements, whether it is a cash or it is a bill to company or it is through check or a traveler's check. Now debit cards came, credit cards came. From debit card and credit card, we shifted to the online payment system through NEFT. That is a concept in which within 2 hours the payment is done. It is also IMPS, immediate payment scheme, which is developed in a format where instant money transfers are there. And in the last few years, we have seen in India, I am sure you must have also seen the concept of QR codes and payments, which comes in as a part of UPI, Unified Payments Interface. India is one party to it, where we have developed UPI. Sri Lanka has become second party to it. I believe that in Sri Lanka also, you people must be using the UPI apps. Are you using, sir? Are you using the concept of QR codes and payments?
Yeah. That is widely used. Now it is widely used. Yeah.
Right. So we have this concept where immediate payment is done. Earlier in India, we used to fend for money, whether it is a rupee coin or 5 rupees or 10 rupees. Now any amount is there, you just go, you just swipe it or you just scan it and you can pay it immediately. Only requirement is of the internet and a mobile device which can read this and we can pay it. This is how transformation has come up. This is how IoT, this is how AI is also developing. People are developing on big data in so great amount that if I am visiting your university and Mr. Amila Indica have met me and I have informed him that I am diabetic, sir, I will not be able to consume anything that you will offer me from your guest house. So I'll not be able to offer I'll not be able to consume potato. I'll not be able to consume diets which are rich in carbohydrate. I am also hypertensive, so I have BP, blood pressure is very high. So I'll not be able to consume anything which is fried or it has a lot of oil or fats in it. So because Mr. Amela Indica has met me for the first time, he has made this record. In his mind, there's one human interface which is available. But what will happen when Amila Indica sir would leave to a different university or to a different institution? Will I get the same preferences of food that I had made earlier? No. So this is how big data is coming up. We had the concept of having the feedback forms generated. Feedback forms were in hard copy. People were required to scan them and understand what would be the preferences of a specific guest. Nowadays, everything has come up through the social media or through the internet, where we are using these concept of feedback mechanism. The moment I am getting my feedback generated, I am enabling the computer to read my mind for the next time that I'll visit the same campus. I will not be offered on menu anything which is high in cholesterol or anything which has high sugar content in it. So my food preferences would change. I am also a nature-based person, so I would prefer a particular room where I will have lanai basically, where at the moment I'll open my windows, I'll get the ocean view. So this would be my preference. The next time, whether Professor Amila Indica is there or not, the computer will learn and computer will read my name, whether it is Parikshit Sharma. The moment it says Parikshit Sharma and that my record has been there in the computer system that I was there in 2024, now I'm visiting in 2026, they will assign, the computer will specifically assign me a room which will have a nature view, that is a lanai, which will have the oceanic view to me to face it. In the same order, I may require a soft bed or a hard bed. I may have a problem with my back, so I would require a hard bed to sleep on. Again, because I have entered my preferences, the computer will assign me in the same order a particular bed which will have, or a room which will have a hard bed available in it. These are all ways in which big data is being interpolated and how the computers are using it. The guests are given their own preferential items. In the same order, sorry, when we talk about the wearable sensors, or when we talk about the QR tags, or when we talk about the POS terminals, the moment the keys were generated earlier, automatic check-ins have been enabled now. Only with the QR code which has been assigned to me during my pre-sale or pre-registration activity, they must be studying front office as a part of registration, pre-registration and post-registration activity, I believe, sir. Is it correct? So in that case, a pre-registration activity would be that I'll get a tablet, and on that tablet, I will fill all my details. The moment I have filled and the registration has been approved, I will get a digital key assigned to me through my mobile. The moment I enter through infrared or through Bluetooth or through the Wi-Fi connected in the hotel, moment I enter and I show my QR to the laser scanner, the moment they interact, they match, the gate, the room, the door of the room will get open for me. I can set a specific temperature in the geyser sitting in the car while coming back to the hotel. I can set it to maybe 45 degrees or 60 degrees to take a bath. I may set my ambient air conditioner temperature in the room to maybe 19 degrees or 20 degrees if it is very hot outside. I earlier would like to have an morning alarm at maybe 4 a.m. because I have an early morning flight to catch. So I would require, in conventional concept, I would require the person from the front office to give me a morning alarm. But now with the concept of this AI and more immersive computational strategies, I will only pick one concept that yes, there's a tab available on the bedside table. I will put an alarm for 4 a.m. and I will make the surrounding in the same order. I will click on draw the curtains. So the curtains would be drawn at 4 a.m. I would click the preference to have a morning nature bell alarm. So maybe there's a natural bell or maybe some voices from the wildlife which will start buzzing up in the mobile or in the speaker attached. It may also have a television. So the television, I may have a preference to have the early morning news switched on at 4:15. So television will automatically get connected to the internet and it will switch on to the early morning news at 4:30 a.m. The geyser will work accordingly. The lighting will work accordingly. Everything gets connected to the type of mood that I would be preferring to set for a specific time. This is how outside the hotel, pre-visiting the hotel, during the hotel, and post-sale. That is, if I had suffered any problem, I can write it and this problem will get registered so that the next time I visit the same property, I will not face the same issue which I had faced in my earlier stay. Develop my own sort of menu, my menu preferences or the food preferences that I have. I can select my own choice. I can ask the chef to develop a menu as per my requirements. It can be mild, it can be too spicy if I like spicy food. It can be very bland if I am on a specific type of diet. If I would like to have the herbs from the garden itself, which the hotel is developing, I can check which herbs can be put in for a specific type of meal that I would refer. Wines, earlier we are aware that we got only a specific type of wines in a specific type of area. So if I have recorded that I am Francois from France and I am visiting a property in Sri Lanka and this Sri Lankan hotel has the concept of AI and big data, it will find that which person who is registering. For example, my name is Francois. So the moment I am entering my nationality also, the computer will search and will have an option of French wines associated for me. If I am from a specific region, the specific region's wine, whether it is a white wine or a red wine, it will be displayed on the menu directly. If I am from Germany, German wines would be displayed to me on my menu, so that I will get connected to the home directly. And if I have an option of maybe exploring the menu, if I'm going to Australia, I'm visiting Australia for a study tour or maybe a business tour, I'll be able to identify, suggest me 3 better Australian white wines. So they'll be able to develop a menu directly, and from that, I'll be able to do it from my room service activity. There are loyalty programs, there are payment services we have recently talked about. Then there are guided tours. We'll see 3 videos. I'm sorry, we'll see 3 videos through which we'll be able to understand about the guided tour and local attractions. Then there are targeted advertisements. We are aware that target audience is developed. This target audience, if it is a correct marketing strategy, we'll be able to identify the target audience and be able to also deliver the same product which they would require. Keyless entry, we have talked about automatic check-ins and checkouts. Keyless entry is there. In-room functions are there. That moment I am giving any specific order to Alexa or maybe to Siri or maybe to some other hotel voice-enabled service feature which is there, it will create the room in the same order which I would require. If I am preferring blue lighting, so it will give me a blue ambient light. If I am preferring, if it is a specific single or a solo female traveler room, the lighting and the ambient may change into a pink or a light or a blush pink colored ambience, which will relate with a feminine color. So this is how things can change. If it is a senior citizen visiting the same room, the ambient lighting may become bright during the daytime or light during the daytime as per their requirements, and during the evenings it may also light the foot lighting throughout the room, so that in case the senior gentleman would like to visit the washroom, the lights are motion sensor control. The moment you will set the foot on the ground, the lighting will start, and to the areas till the time you reach the washroom, it will illuminate the complete area, so that it is not bright enough to hamper the sleep of the couple, the lady who's sleeping, but yes, the gentleman is able to reach and locate where the bathroom is easily. This is how the AI, or this is how the computational activities will develop the hotel in the times to come. So moving to the experiential hospitality. Do we have questions in the moment right now, sir? You are mute right now, Mr. Amila. You are mute.
That Risa, shall we provide them opportunity at the end? How about
So
it?
it is up to you. If they are interested in asking any questions right now, they can ask. If they want, they can ask in the later stage also. Should we keep 5 or 10 minutes in the later part of the presentation?
Yeah. We provide time.
Thank you. So moving ahead, we have a concept of experiential hospitality. We are aware that hospitality is an experience. Tourism and hospitality are experience-based industries. If you get an untoward experience, you will never visit that property again. And if it is an experience which is to be shared with others, you will definitely visit the same property again and again, because you're getting what warmth you get at home, the same warmth or maybe an extended version is being given to you by the hotel staff also. Remembering names of guests and calling them or wishing them by the name, for example, wishing your professor Amila Indica only as good morning, sir, will not be more interactive, will not have the human bond. But the moment I see sir, and I have met him earlier, so the moment I see Amila sir, I as a hotel staff would say, good morning, Amila sir, how are you? How are you feeling? I hope you had a good breakfast. So in this way, I'll be able to interact better, and sir will also have a feeling that yes, this hotel is aware that who I am. If you are accompanied by 3 or 4 gentlemen, they will also understand that yes, Amila sir is a regular guest. That is the reason that they are able to identify that yes, he is Mr. Amila and he has breakfast at this particular time. So they are able to develop connections. This is how experiences are developed. Unique experiences, immersive storytelling, and themed accommodation are for memorable and meaningful stays. We are looking for meaningful stays. Meaningful stays will only be developed when we are able to interact. Interactions have now developed into two ways. One is human-based interaction, and second is the machine-based interaction. Again, coming to the variables, the thermostat, motion sensors, and ambient light sensors, these are ways in which guided tours can be developed for the hotel. These are ways in which the ambient living, the dining, the entertainment, everything suits to your mood. If you are feeling, if the AI, the computer, the cameras in the hotel, if they are focusing on my face and they are seeing that I am having a frowning face or a dull face, the moment I am entering the room, the audio will be shifted to a lively mood so that I become more lively now. If I am already having a pleasant face, it will give me the same order of music in the room. That is the audio which is available in the room. And if I am having a dull face or a sulky face, or maybe I am sad for a specific thing, the moment I'll enter the room of the hotel, the lighting will shift, lighting must shift, I believe, into the same order where I will have a pleasant stay now. I might have suffered something, or there would have been some case due to which my mood is not very lively, very chirpy. So because there's a change in lighting, because there's a change in music, I may think that yes, now things will get better. So ambient light sensors are required, motion-based sensors are there. Then during the times of COVID, we had the thermo scanners also available. Cameras used to see your face, and there, the moment the camera would see my face, they will understand the complete setup of my face, and also they will be able to read the temperature, and it will display on their screens when I'm entering a specific hotel or a mall. They'll display on the screen that yes, this person is entering. If it is having a green outer circle, it means that he is fit to enter this property. In case I am having a red circle around my face, it means that I am over the threshold level of temperature. My body temperature must be 100, 102. Hence, I should not be allowed to enter in the larger interest and safety of the public who are there, who are staying in that hotel. So this is how the experiential hospitality will come up in times to come. Uh, mobile check-ins we have talked about, digital room keys we have talked about, dining and entertainment. If I am having a specific type of event to celebrate, it will give me the same type of lighting. It will give the same type of food menu for me to be picked from, and it will automatically adjust everything for me. Natural lighting may be dimmed if it is a movie that I am required to watch, and if it is a party that we are organizing in a particular hotel room, if we said, then the curtains will draw off, lighting will come to a dim level, and television screen will brighten up so that the backlighting is also available, and it will adjust to the requirements of my eyes and the sitting which and where we are. So Starwood Hotel is one example where daylight harvesting, it is a new concept that they have brought in, an energy saving scheme for energy and indoor lighting consistency by automatically adjusting the energy efficient LED lighting based on the natural light detected coming into the hotel. Earlier, we had the dimmers available in the hotel to brighten up a specific space, or to lighten it up, to darken it up. Now this adjustment with the help of a regulator is being controlled automatically. It is according to the type of mood I have, or the natural light which is entering the hotel, it will dim or it will increase. This feature you might have seen on your mobile phones also. If you do it on auto mode, the moment you step outside the room, it will become brighter. The moment you'll enter the room back, AI is focusing on the type of light which is entering its cameras. The moment the sensor receives that the light is very dim, it will brighten up the screen. Or it will lighten up the screen as per the timing also. Mobiles are feature of daylight and evening time. So the moment you will pick the day and night time in your mobile, if it is set as per the natural settings, if it is if the sun rises at 7, for instance, for today, so it will brighten up from 7 a.m. onwards. And if there's a sunset at 7 p.m., so it will dim the lighting according to the setting of the room. And after 7 p.m., it will shift to a dark mode. So it will have lesser impact on the eyes. The blue light will also significantly draw down. So in-room IoT sensors are there, which will control, as you can see on the image, it will control the temperature, the humidity, the ambient light, and the motion also. Now we'll be seeing 3 videos, one by one. Is the page visible, sir? This is the website right now.
Yeah, we can see it, sir.
All right. Thank you. This is the first property I have worked with. This is a heritage property. It is in Rajasthan. I'm sure you people must have read about the heritage hotel concept. So it is a luxury heritage hotel, and it has also having a concept of boutique heritage hotel. So in this, we can see that earlier the conventional system was visiting the website of the hotel, identifying the photograph, and we will not have an immersive tour. This is only a concept where we can have a 2D image, where the structure of the hotel can be seen. You can read about it, but there might be audio messages also developed. But in the complete concept, you can only have a video, not an immersive video. To the second concept that we are coming, it is the concept of a walking tour. Here, you must be able to see the pointers which are displayed. There's one pointer. There's second pointer. This is a hotel at Pushkar. Pushkar is a place in Rajasthan. Rajasthan is a desert area in India. It is in the western part of India, near the coastline. Gujarat is a coastal state. Above Gujarat, there's a desert, Thar Desert. This is a desert area. Pushkar is in the desert-based area. However, there are certain man-made lakes and ponds which have been developed. So this is a walking tour of the hotel. So now sitting in Sri Lanka, sir, you will be able to observe this hotel and you will be able to have a walk around tour also. You can increase, you can see how the carvings are done. You can see the complete area. We can visit inside, click on the specific point, and you'll be able to reach that point. It is loading. I think there's some error right now. Able to see how a hotel in Rajasthan would look, how this hotel would be. And you can take a complete tour of this. You can reach the zoomed in areas, you can zoom out, you can visit a specific area. You have an option of also seeing the intricate carvings, the paintings which are there, which was not earlier possible. This is a more immersive image of the same hotel, which could have been seen only through the concept of a hotel in a 2D image. Now games have been developed in the same order. The games, there are hotels also which are being promoting the concept of visiting tours. So this one hotel has an option of suites. This is a specific type of suite that they have. There's a super deluxe twin room. So you can have an idea of how the twin room would look, because earlier there were only photographs. Now you can understand what the concept would be. Then there's a restaurant. Sorry. This is the area of a rooftop restaurant, how the ambience would be for a rooftop restaurant, what would be the views. So this is how you'll be able to identify, sitting in Sri Lanka, you'll be able to identify what a hotel in Rajasthan would resemble like. And I, sitting here, can also have a look of, I believe we call it as GAL, GALLE. I think it is 2 hours drive from the college. Mr. Dhanush, am I audible? Mr. Indica, am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. So this place is referred to as GAL, GALLE. This is 2 hours drive from your place, what I could see from Google Maps.
Yeah.
So this is one virtual tour I can have sitting in India. I can have a view of a place which is 2 hours drive from your place. And in the same order, we can have a view of the GAL Dutch fort.
Yeah.
I think it is taking time in loading up.
Yeah.
We'll shift back to the slides. I'll share the link with Amila Indica sir, and the people who are interested in viewing these links, they can visit them.
Okay. Thank
Next
you so
comes,
much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next comes the concept of sustainable and secure hospitality. We are aware that unless sustainable and secure hospitality is provided, guests won't come now. Guests are becoming more and more educated. India has given up on single-use plastic. It is banned throughout the country. We cannot use single-use plastic in any form. Now, the hotels have also developed a new concept of edible or eatables, which can be used as a part of a straw, which can be used as a part of the complete plate. It can be used as part of cutlery and crockery. So it resembles, sustainability resembles, but it is not limited to sustainable, responsible, green, or eco-friendly practices. They both, all these points can be referred to as interchangeably, but they may have a slightly different concept from what initially it is. Sustainable is being a concept which has already done. Now we are shaping it into a better future. Responsible is a proactive approach. I will not litter in any area. Sustainable is reducing the litter which is already there. So when we talk about the hotels concept, smart lighting, temperature control systems, low power lighting, security devices are all concepts which are developing sustainable and secure hospitality needs. We are aware of the first concept of 3R, which is the reduce, reuse, and recycle. But now the concept is more focusing on the reduction of the particular type of activity so that reuse and recycling would become a lesser required activity. The consumption is also becoming more and more mindful. If I am using a particular hotel, if I'm staying in an eco-friendly hotel, there would be a tag displayed on the bedside table. If you are staying for 5 days, would you like to get the bed sheets changed on the second day or on the third day? I can tick my preference. When the room service, when the housekeeping attendants would come, they will be changing the bed linen. They will understand that yes, because I am an eco-friendly tourist, I am an eco-friendly guest, the consumer of the hotel, I am preferring my bed sheets to be changed on the third day instead of changing it every day. My bath linen to be changed on the second day instead of changing it every day. So this is how people are becoming more and more eco-friendly. The Green Leaders Awards are being given. Green leaders are also being developed in the hotel itself. You also, sir, may request or may also constitute a particular group of students who would be if it is not there. I believe that it is there, and if it is not there, you may develop your own eco clubs. One student may develop as a president of the eco club and others may follow in the same line, and you may develop a concept in which whatever has been used by the college or other areas, it can be recycled or remodeled into a newer concept. So green leaders, lead certification is there, eco certification is there, smart sensors are there. The moment I'll move out of the room, the lights will turn off. If I failed to switch off the light, the lights will turn off automatically. The air conditioning will turn off automatically. The power consumption will also reduce. The hotels will profit and nature will also boost. Data breach is a part of the security threat which the hotels usually receive. And we as individuals also see it from time to time. Data breach can happen at point of sale where I am charged higher or I am charged lesser because I am a friend to a particular hotel official. I may be charged lesser, giving a discount which is not already persistent in the hotel accounting system. Or it could also be I am overcharged because I am not in the condition to actually see and justify that the payment is being done by me. There are downloadable malwares which are there. There are networking hacks which are also there. And there are also denial of services due to which some people may face issues such as I get out of the room and the moment I have coming after the day's stroll in the open market, when I'm coming back, I am denied of the services in some remote location hotel areas and I am asked to pay extra so that I'll be able to enter the room itself. Phishing and dark web is also in the same order or major security threat to most of the hotels. Orchid Hotel Mumbai is Asia's first 5-star hotel to win the Ecotel certification. And nowadays we have proper lighting, ambient lighting, or lighting as per the motion control or by moods. CCTV security cameras are there, which will reach to the pinpoint at the road also to identify that if the guest is a threat to the hotel or if there are individuals who are a threat to the hotel's guests. Fire alarms are there, which are precautionary also. We'll be able to identify that yes, this may rise up to a fire safety hazard. Emergency power supply is there, emergency manuals are there. These are all safety and security protocols which can be followed by the hotel and which are being currently used. So this is my total session, sir. I rest my presentation here and I am free to answer questions if there are from the students.
Yes, Dr. Sharma, thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. And we got a great immersive knowledge from your work, and also that your storytelling is excellent. And also that it was a combination of that the very nice components that storytelling was there, and also then the virtual tours were there, and that our students and also other participants, they got a very good knowledge and the comprehensive knowledge about this particular new innovations and the future of the hospitality industry. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to move to the question and discussion session. Dear participants, if you have any questions, you can. There are two ways you can submit it. The one way is that please use the raise hand option. Then we can provide you a chance. And the other one is that you can use chat box and you type in the chat box. Then that we can answer the question. And also that already, sir, we got some questions. The one is actually that the one question is there we got from the participants in advance. We collected some questions from them during the registration process. How AI innovated platforms affect on the job opportunities. So can you hear?
How AI?
Platforms, AI related platforms, how those affect on the job opportunities for the people?
AI, see, there is a major problem that we are thinking that AI will affect us. AI will not affect us. Have we been affected by the AI which has come up in the mobile technology? No. Problem is that we will have to upskill.
Yeah.
We were only focusing on knowledge, skill, and attitude earlier. Attitude cannot be built, it is ingrained. Knowledge can be developed by the universities, skills can be developed by the universities. But nowadays, those who have already done, see, we were thinking the same concept when the concept of computers came in, that jobs will be taken up by the computers. But we are using computer right now. We are using ICT right now. That is the reason that we are able to communicate. Have they taken our jobs? No. But with the concept of AI, if there is an integration of technology, if you lag out, if you do not upskill yourself, if you do not learn new things, then definitely you may have to switch for a kind of a hotel or a kind of a organization where they will not use AI, they will not develop. If you want to develop, it is better that you will also develop your own skills, upskills. There are a lot of online courses which are available. There are a lot of courses which are there in the physical form also. Please do these courses. Identify these courses. First of all, what is your preference? Once you learn your preference, you are able to identify your course. Pursue this course and I'm sure you will get a better job, which you already are doing right now. So it will not take away our jobs, it will enhance the way that we are able to do the work in a shorter span of time.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. That is kind of a nice viewpoint, a highly positive viewpoint that we can't reject the technology. We need to go ahead with the technology. Then, sir, another question that may be the other side of the previous question. That question. Can new technologies provide a sort of solution for high labor turnover in the hospitality industry? Is there the high labor turnover in India? I don't know. This is about the labor turnover in the industry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, the question is actually that the new technologies, do they provide kind of a solution for that, the labor turnover?
Labor turnover. See, sir, there are many hotels which are developing. If I get a better opportunity, I'll definitely switch to a better hotel. In the same order, if I am having an upskilled resume, if I have 2 more skills added to my profile, for example, digital marketing these days is one of the prime upskilling course that one can pursue. So if I have a digital marketing course, if I have developed a social marketing course for myself, I will definitely switch to a different property and I'll have a better salary package for me. Hotels will also have to identify how to retain them. I may be working for food and beverage department, but I am very good in developing Instagram videos. I may be very good in developing YouTube videos. So my extra quality could be utilized by the hotel itself. I may be asked to develop some short videos so that this can be used by the hotel's social media profiles. And I may get a better package also. If I'm earning, for example, if I'm earning right now 50,000 rupees for a specific type of portfolio in the hotel, I may be given 10,000 rupees raise, and this social media activity may also be engaged with me. So I will not shift to the different hotel. I will become a loyal employee of the hotel because I'm getting two services right now. And hotel will also have one individual who's already working with the hotel. He'll be able to develop a better concept for the same hotel rather than hiring a new person, engaging him for the induction program, then taking almost 6 months, 8 months for him to understand the concept of how the hotel will work.
Yeah, yes, so that another question is there that is about the improving technology and the ethics. The question is about that whether with the technological advancement, do you need that the new ethics? That is the question. Do you need new ethics with the development of the technologies?
New ethics will definitely be required to be formed because guidelines should be issued by the hotel industry that how social media is to be used, how digital data that we are having, the data banks that we are developing on, how it can be used, because we have seen the concept of data breach where our credit card, our payments information gets leaked, our personal information may get leaked, may be sold by hotel employees only at times, or by people who are able to siphon the data from the help of a dark web, and they are able to hack the website of a particular hotel. The CRS or the GDS data may be hacked at times, and this may result into a very difficult situation for me. So in this, we would require some ethical practices both for the hotel owners and the hotel service providers, as well as the guests will be staying. For example, if I am developing reels, I may enter one particular hotel's kitchen to develop a specific type of reel. This may hamper on my security as well as the safety and security of the hotel staff. I may stand near the swimming pool of the hotel and start developing my own reel with a glass of wine in my hand. The moment I'll get disbalanced, I'll step on the edge of the swimming pool and I break the glass. This glass, which is shattered now, the shards of the glass will go into the swimming pool, due to which the whole swimming pool has to be swept out. It may hamper the safety of the people who are using the swimming pool at that point of time. It will cost on the water. It will cost on cleaning and refilling the swimming pool again. So ethics are required from both parties. One, the hotel service providers, as well as the people who are using the hotel services.
Okay, thank you, sir. That if you have any questions, you can ask from Professor Sharma. Professor Bam, she's from Philippines. She's with us. Can you share some of your experience about the new innovations and the usage of those innovations in the hospitality industry in Philippines?
Hello, good day. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine,
My
fine.
microphone is not working. Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Sharma. That was very insightful. Professor Amika, thank you.
Thank you so much.
In the Philippines, we've also started doing and using big data, although there is a lot of question on privacy, especially because they can access everything. And incidentally, the personalization issue is also one of the things that some people are questioning. Although it may be convenient, some are questioning on how long the data should be made available and where it should be stored and when it should be removed from the database. But in the Philippines, we're doing a lot of this already. We're technically savvy as well. And I've also seen the pictures on cultural heritage and how it's also coming up with ways on using the virtual world to promote tourism destinations. So basically, we're on par. And I'm very happy to learn from Professor Sharma. And thank you again, Dr. Amila, for having me on your webinar today.
Thank you, Dr. Bam, for your views and ideas. It's great to have you at our webinar. And we came to the end of the webinar. And thank you so much, Professor Sharma, for his wonderful presentation and sharing his views, ideas with us. And thank you for all for your participation to this webinar. At last, please switch on your video cameras. Let's pause for your photograph. Please switch on your video cameras. Please switch on your video cameras for photograph. Yes, all please. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Professor again. Thank you very much for all, and thank you so much, sir. Okay,